Never underestimate this tiny, invisible thread. It's often the smallest things that pack the most powerful punch. This is Nick Professor's invention, the flying blade. Though it's only a tenth of the thickness of a human hair, when lined up parallel across a river's surface, it's capable of slicing through entire ships. Previously, countless methods were tried to recover an undamaged hard drive from the Judgment Day vessel, but none succeeded. For instance, ball lightning and neurotoxic gas only worked in small areas, giving the crew enough time to destroy the hard drive. A neutron bomb would render the entire crew unconscious instantly, but it would also damage the hard drive. With military experts at a standstill, the captain proposed using flying blades to cut through the entire ship, a bold idea that surprisingly gained unanimous support. The only issue was that the number of blades was limited. Based on Nick Professor's calculations, the spacing between the blades could only be set at 50 centimeters, which meant the operation had to be carried out during the day, as people would be walking or standing, with their height greater than 50 centimeters. Since the weapon resembled the Chinese musical instrument guzheng, the operation was aptly named Project Guzheng. Finally, the day arrived when the Judgment Day vessel was set to pass. The engineering team had already installed massive columns on both sides of the canal, with parallel blades fixed between them, to avoid harming other ships. The blades remained submerged until the Judgment Day arrived. Nick Professor sat tensely in front of the monitoring equipment, waiting for the last small boat to pass. Once the coast was clear, the captain gave the order, and the blades slowly rose from the water. At first, the surface of the river appeared calm, but in reality, a deadly instrument had been set up, waiting for the looming Judgment Day. This monstrous ship, a repurposed old ocean liner, stood out on the narrow canal. The helmsman watched the water closely for any movement, but everything looked clear, both on radar and to the naked eye. Feeling at ease, he popped a piece of gum in his mouth, unaware that death was beckoning ahead. 2 minutes later, the ship entered the red zone. Everything remained eerily quiet, as if nothing was happening. In reality, the front of the ship had already been sliced into 50-centimeter sections. As the Judgment Day pressed forward, sparks began to fly, and strange noises echoed from the hull. The crew on deck started to feel uneasy, but no matter how hard they strained their eyes, they couldn't see the flying blades. Even when they watched lifeboats get cleanly sliced in half, they didn't realize the danger was upon them. It wasn't until their own bodies were cut that they understood what was happening.